Hello friends and fellow gamers, MKxJUMP here, and this week the card Clash of Illusion returns to Idle Heroes, and it's even better than last time. This week we've got fantastic rewards available for free-to-play players, and spenders can even get themselves a ton of rewards as well. So it's a beautiful event giving everyone a little bit of something. Also, this week's event has me re-evaluating contract starry gems, so we'll be telling you whether it's worth going in the Gala or worth using your gems for the other parts of the event. Perhaps the answer's both. However, before I answer that question, here's a message from today's sponsor. Angel Legion is a sci-fi idle RPG similar to Idle Heroes but set in space. You put together a team of angels combining their abilities into epic combos to explore the galaxy, defeat powerful foes, and when all that fighting is over, you can hang out with your heroes in the cabin to relax and unwind. The heroes in this game are fully customizable and you can dress and change the way they look to your heart's content, and there's lots of different heroes in the game for you to experiment with to find which team you like the most for making progress. A new code is available to Angel Legion players this week, and it's only available for this week. So make sure you download the game and enter the code to get yourself 10 free summons and a unique fashion item. All you need to do is head into your character menu and select the gift exchange button. From here, enter the code GQPW1485, and from there you'll get 10 free summons and a unique fashion item. All you need to do now is head over to your heroes, unlock that fashion item, and equip it to whichever hero you like. So folks, if you want to help out this channel, go check out Angel Legion. It's completely free to download. Enter those codes. It helps me out, and who knows, you might just find your new favorite gacha game. Anyway, let's go check out this week's event for Idle Heroes. So every day for logging in this week, you're going to get yourself 7 enchanted cards. So that's going to be 49 you can get across the week ahead. These cards can be used in the card Clash of Illusion to summon heroes that will enter into a team. You'll be able to mix around your teams, gain additional abilities, and the plan is to create the most powerful team you can using your cards. The enemies have a weakness which is proportional to the faction the heroes are in, and the more heroes you have of a matching type, the more powerful the team becomes. You'll also draw some upgrades which can help you as well. So by combining all these features together, the goal is to kill these bosses as effectively as possible, using as few cards as possible. For videos specifically on how to do this, I've got guides you can find on this channel. For doing this, the rewards are pretty straightforward. You're getting yourself access to things we normally see like 6-star puppets, heroic summon scrolls, super wishing coins, prophet orbs, but as we get deeper in, you'll start to see nice rewards like crystals of transcendence and stellar shards pop up alongside glorious treasury coins. Now these coins are really important because they can be cashed in the glorious treasury, where you can actually get some really nice stuff. 5 will get you currently on the initial discount stellar shards. That's 1.25 million. And after you buy this twice, you will have spent 10 of the coins, which will unlock shop number 3. And treasury 3 contains sublimation and core chests for that discounted price as well. Once you've spent a total of 40 coins, you'll unlock Treasury 4 and 5, which contains Origin artifacts as well as Destiny materials. This, unfortunately, is not within the reach of free-to-play players, but if you did want to spend a little bit of money, this is the kind of stuff you can grab, and if you want to get crazy, you can go super deep and get yourself the new soul items, which are available for heroes once they get to Nirvana. So, what can a free-to-play player expect? Well, given the fact you get 49 of these cards, you can also buy an additional 120 using gems and contract starry gems. 600 contract starry gems is what you'll need to go ahead and max this out. Fortunately for us, the contractual strategy is here, which rewards you for having completed campaign. So if that's something you've managed to do, you'll get 600 of these gems immediately onto your account, which is the total you need to get enough of these cards. So you're basically getting these cards for free. So that is going to give you a total of 169 cards. Enough then to get yourself comfortably to stage 7 or stage 8. And if you want to get to stage 9 to get 5 additional glorious treasury coins, you're going to have to go to the value packs. Now this week's value packs are giving you gems and cards, but you can get all the different tiers of cards available here using contract story gems. So whether you need 4 or you need 20 or 40, you can spend a different amount of contract story gems to get you what you need to get yourself progress in the card Clash of Illusion. You'll probably have to spend anywhere between 1,000 and 1,250 contract story gems to get comfortably to stage 9, which means that's not that much of an investment when you consider that these 5 additional Glorious Treasury coins will be exactly the ones you'll need so that you can go into the Glorious Treasury, enter into Treasury 3, and start buying Sublimation for your heroes. So that's pretty neat. 1,200 contract story gems to get Sublimation is pretty good. Now, another place you can use contract story gems this week is the Soul Awakening offers. We have a Gala available for us, which is going to get us points every time we awaken a hero, and those points will add up and get you different rewards. 100 points in total will get you an artifact, something which is becoming increasingly more difficult for players to get their hands on. 150 will get you half a sublimation chest. We say half because a normal chest gives you 90,000 and this only gives you 45, and if you get to 300 you'll get a full sublimation chest here with 90,000 in, or you could go with a Core of Origin shard chest if you were hunting for cores so that you can build your heroes to destiny. Now, in total, to get to 300, you'll probably have to do about 50 awakens. And when you consider the contract story gems you get back from retirement, 50 awakens will cost you anywhere between 3,000 and 3,500 contract story gems. That's significantly more than you'll need to invest in the card Clash of Illusion to make progress to this initial stage 9. So my advice, if you have some contract story gems to burn, push for stage 9 first before you go after the Gala. Is it worth getting to stage 11 then? This is going to get you 100 Masters Toolboxes and a B- stone. Well, to get to stage 11, you're probably going to need anywhere between 40 and 50 additional cards. And to get that from value packs, you'll have to go ahead and spend quite a large amount of starry gems. This could cost you anywhere from 2,500 to 3,000 contract starry gems, which is funnily enough similar to what you'll have to spend to get to 300 points here in the Soul Awakening. And the Soul Awakening offers actually give you better rewards, because if you think about what you're getting from the card Clash of Illusion, the complete prizes will be 100 Masters Toolboxes, a B- stone, and 10 Glorious Treasure coins. Now, that 10 Glorious Treasury coins will be a little awkward, because you can only spend 5 of them to get yourself the discounted price for Essence here, but that will leave you with 5 left, and that's only going to be useful back in Treasury 1 for more Stellar Shards. So you have to ask yourself, what's more appealing? Some Masters Toolboxes, a pile of Stellar Shards, and a Sublimation chest, or the opportunity to get yourself an artifact and 1.5 chests worth of value here. So personally, if I was going to be doing this as a player that was budget and trying to get the most out of their contract story gems, I would push to stage 9 here in the card Clash of Illusion, and then if I felt like going to 11, I'd actually rather instead use my contract story gems to push in the Soul Awakening offers to get to 300 points. Now, we haven't talked about 600 points here. This is giving Destiny materials, but considering that it costs you the same amount of contract story gems again to get to this stage, I would rather save them for when another Soul Awakening offer comes on, and I would rather just do all the same again and get myself Sublimation and an artifact rather than just getting myself some Destiny materials. Destiny materials are available to free-to-play players in other events, and that's a huge stretch just to get this far. Now, there are some free-to-play players who they're completely fine with that because they don't need Sublimation or artifacts anymore, in which case, you do you, push to this level. However, I am fully aware that that's not all free-to-play players, and many of you will be better pushed going for Sublimation, and also getting artifacts can be extremely useful. Now, what is additional to the Soul Awakening offers is the fact we have a Soul Awakening session. This has already pushed into the top tier of Wonder of Immortal. Our whale friends here are going absolutely crazy. These guys love to do a ton of awakens. These guys are the top 3. They're just leaps and bounds above everybody else. I do not know what's motivating these guys to do that many awakens, but holy hell, they've pushed it high already. That means anybody who does actually decide to do your Soul Awakenings this week and gets to 200 points here in the Soul Awakening offers, you will actually get yourself qualified on this leaderboard. Now, granted, it won't be a very fancy reward. You'll be definitely lower than the top 1,000, but anyone in this position will get a B- stone, which therefore offsets the B- stone you could have gotten from stage 11. So another reason why I think going in the Gala is better once you've hit stage 9 in the card Clash of Illusion. Now, that's all true if you're a free-to-play player, but what have spenders got available for them this week? Well, we have a Moonlight Gift, and this Moonlight Gift is giving us loads of cards. In fact, for every 100 bucks you spend, you're getting 50 additional cards. On top of that, you've got lovely stuff like Prism Starry Gems, exclusive artifacts, skin chests, as well as gems, and even at the top rewards here, you can see we've got Stellar Shards, Crystals of Transcendence, and even an artifact chest if you spend 200 bucks. On top of that, we get double rewards from the card Clash of Illusion, not including the glory coins, so bear in mind the glorious treasury will not be doubled, but you also get a multiplier here for the Starlight Melody, something we've not talked about yet. The Starlight Melody is something they did last time, but the reward tiers were awful. You were getting 2 points for an enchanted card and only 5 for an awaken, which made it incredibly difficult to get to the 1500 point threshold. That's all changed. They've decided that we're going to get even more points for our cards and even more points for our awakens, which means it's a lot easier for players to reach 1500 points, which will get you 10 more glorious treasury coins. On top of that, we've got these other chests that will trigger every time you get cumulative more and more rewards. So every 100 points you get is going to get you some more Stellar Shards. Every 200 gets you more on top of that. Bearing in mind, we've got Spiritual Essence, Master's Toolboxes, and 5-star Transcendent chests here as well in all these boxes. Even 300 is getting you the exact same. That means if you're going ahead and pushing here, whether it's for cards or whether it's for awakens, free-to-play players and spenders alike will get themselves some really nice passive resources. And do not underestimate Spiritual Essence, Stellar Shards, and Master's Toolboxes, especially if you're a budget player. Master's Toolboxes can be critical for making progress in the Celestial Island, and any later game player pushing for Destiny Heroes will tell you, you will finally, once you've done the Glory Challenge, pushed your account and leveled up a ton of Transcendence Heroes, get to a point where Spiritual Essence becomes a bottleneck. I certainly reached that place in the Turbo series, and I'm really happy that there's more available here. And for everybody, Stellar Shards are just brilliant. So this is a really, really nice way of accumulating these resources. And also, if you hit the multipliers here, you can take that 1500 cap and double it or quadruple it, unlocking this 3000 chest here, where you can choose between an artifact and some treasure train items, or you can go for what I think is better here, an orange artifact and treasure train items. I think this is fantastic, giving us access to origin artifacts without it competing with anything else of significance, and also it means that then we can comfortably buy Destiny stuff in the Glorious Treasury without feeling like we're missing out on what's available in Treasury 4. All this just means it's a great way that spenders can feel like they're making progress without holding themselves back on Destiny materials. If you spend tons then this week, there's an opportunity to get a lot of stuff here. Given the fact you're getting 100 extra enchanted cards from here and your rewards are doubled, the card Clash of Illusion becomes really, really exciting. Not to mention these higher stages are giving you more and more glorious treasure coins for a total of 80. Combine that then with the 40 available here in the Starlight Melody. Players, if you do decide to max this event and spend 200 bucks and go all in on the card Clash of Illusion, you can expect yourself to pick up 120 coins. That's enough to go and spend all the way through and get 2 purchases done here in Treasury 6, which is really nice for anybody with Nirvana heroes. And that's definitely what I'm going to be doing this week on the Turbo series, so subscribe if you want to watch me complete this event. You might be tempted by the Flora's Picnic package here, which is the final part of the event to take a look at. This is an $100 pack that's offering Prism Starry Gems, treasure coupons, as well as Cores of Transcendence and a box here containing Contract Starry Gems. However, if you want to maximize your progress here in the card Clash of Illusion, which I think any spender should want to do this week considering how good the Starlight Melody is now that the points make a lot more sense than it did last time, if you're pushing heavy in the card Clash of Illusion, then yeah, you probably want to be getting more cards. That means actually you're probably best served grabbing value packages as opposed to the Flora's Picnic package down here, as these value packages do offer us additional enchanted cards. The additional cards you'll need for making progress you can easily buy with Contract Starry Gems here, and with those things combined you should have more than enough cards to comfortably make it all the way to stage 20, which is when you stop getting good rewards. So hopefully spenders will manage to do that this week if you can. It's going to cost you a lot of Contract Starry Gems and 200 bucks, but I think it's worth it when you consider the amount of rewards you're getting. For all that investment, you will be getting a lot of purchases here in Treasury 1, and you'll be getting purchases here in Treasury 3, giving you sublimation or core chests if you need them. Then you've got the choice of going for Origin artifacts, and you've got these Destiny materials here, and you can just keep buying that until you finally reach Treasury 6, for those 2 Nirvana items. Definitely go with the Inquiring Mind if you're looking to give your support heroes and main damage dealers a little bit of extra bite, but if you have a hero that can synergize with dodge, the Eternal Darkness can be pretty good. Although I think anyone that doesn't already have Inquiring Mind should prioritize upgrading this first. Finally, the Sacred Flame. It's not a very good item. You don't need it. I would discourage you from going for it. Also, that means if you're picking up its flaming item here from campaign, probably switch across and get yourself this. The little fish biscuits here are definitely far better to pick up. Finally, then, you'll see this illusion leaderboard, which is just a way that players can get themselves some free gems. All you need to do is when you're in the card Clash of Illusion, switch it in the left-hand side to the challenge mode, and just try and build the best team to do the most damage you can against this squid. Most likely, you won't get anything special, but if you do your attack, you should get a minimum of 1,000 gems, which is pretty nice. So folks, that's everything for this week. It is a phenomenal event, giving spenders something really good if you're willing to part with 200 bucks, and I suppose there are probably smaller ways you can go in on this and use the Starlight Melody to get yourself some really nice rewards. Stacking up in the Glorious Treasury can be really helpful for any player, as it does give you amazing rewards like Stellar Shards. You do get Destiny stuff if you push, and if you're just after the mid-tier stuff, you can get Sublimation as well. Free-to-play players can expect to grab that Sublimation if they push here in the card Clash of Illusion to stage 9, as that will get you 15 Glorious Treasury coupons in total. But as well, if you wanted to, after that point, you could push in the Soul Awakening offers, but you'd need another spare 3 to 3,500 Contract Story gems to do that. So just bear in mind, that could be quite expensive for free-to-play players. All that said, next week we have the Fantasy Factory, Prophet Summon prizes, and Heroic Miracle, offering Arania as the hero here. On top of that, we get the Mid-Autumn Festival, a very, very exciting event which should see a ton of great rewards for all sorts of players, whether you're free-to-play or a spender. That means you're going to need your Prophet Orbs. And I know there's a lot of people who've been playing this game for a long time, especially the free-to-play ones. They are sat on a massive pile of Prophet Orbs, itching and ready to spend. Even though we did recently have a good Prophet Orb event, you probably still have more to spend. If you're a newer player, you don't have that many Prophet Orbs, that's okay. Guess we just have to wait and see what next week brings so that you guys know what to get for rewards as well. If you're interested in what next week's all about, hit that subscribe button, as I will be giving you a full review of that event next Friday, so make sure to catch that video because you don't want to miss out on learning how to get the best rewards next week. Either way, folks, hopefully you managed to pick something up good this week. The card Clash of Illusion once again returns, and I have to say it is a phenomenal Idle Heroes event that really puts other things like Sky Labyrinth and Imp's Adventure to shame. Maybe they can bring up the other events to match this. Who knows? Also, guys, why not check out today's sponsor, Angel Legion? They've supported this channel for so long, and it means a lot if you guys go ahead and check out their game. As well, there's some codes in the description so you can get yourself some extra progress on your account. Anyway, folks, thank you for tuning in. I'll see you next time, and as always, have an amazing week, and happy ironing.